Hello everyone, welcome to VAPI Digital. So today I'm going to show you how to be able to build an outbound voice AI agent from scratch, and we are going to use VAPI and GoHighLevel strictly, no NA10. We want to remove all that, unnecessary long process to be able to only use GoHighLevel and VAPI. So when you are actually starting even to think of building an a voice AI agent, especially for outbound or inbound, you need to nail it on what we call prompting. And this is how to write all these instructions you're seeing here for this AI agent actually to follow. And you also need a knowledge base where this AI agent our voice AI agent is able to retrieve information about the company, about anything that needs to be responded ASAP. So just a quick overview. Once you have your VAPI account created and everything, you just need to come here for the phone numbers. You will not be able to have connected your phone, so come and choose VAPI. You can buy from VAPI, but now the problem is you'll be able only to US kind of numbers most of the time, and it's not easy for you to call internationally. And you can use Twilio, Vonash, and Telnix, and also the IISP track number. But the one that I usually prefer most of the time is Twilio, because with Twilio account, once you sign up in Twilio, you log in on the dashboard, you'll be able to get the Twilio account as ID and authorization token, and then you just label the number and you hit import, and it will be there in less than 10 seconds. So that's how it is easy to connect your number to Twilio. And then we have the API keys, and then another important thing is the file section. This is where you're going to upload all your knowledge base. These voice AI agents, they're going actually to be able to use. So that's like all you need when you're trying to set up everything. And then another important part is the integration. So this is where you're going to make integration with the other tools that you're going to use. And we've said we're going to use GoHighLevel, and one of it's in here. You just have to scroll down and you'll find there are two GoHighLevels. So the most important GoHighLevel you need to connect is the one that is actually below here. It's reflecting connect, but once we connect, it will be like this. There's also this one here, but you can connect both if you want. And another important tool we're going to use is 11 Lab, so that we can be able to get our cloned voice from 11 Lab and being used by the voice AI assistant. And another thing is OpenAI. We need also to be able to connect to a chat model, which is an LLM that the AI agent's gonna be able to use when it's reconstructing, responses to give back to the caller. So there's tons of tools that you can be able to integrate in here. Even Superbase, you can be able to integrate all this in here. It's not easy. You need to be able to know all these kind of details. It's a little bit complicated, but I'll show you in the next video how to be able to do it properly. So let's get back to the assistant and assume we're going to create another assistant. So you can just hit create assistant. You'll be able to see these templates here, but the most important thing you can create is a blank one, but it depends with the kind of voice AI that you're actually building. Is it the one that is qualifying leads, or is it booking appointments specifically, or is it actually even doing both, like this one that I actually built here? So we'll start with there's no need to start from scratch. So if it's blank templates, you'll just have here's where the system actually goes, and you'll be able to create all these details in here. So let's start with the model. we are going to see the cost per minute and the latency and all those kind of things. So let's start with the model. We're going to use ChatGPT, sorry, OpenAI, and you'll have to connect to, the API that I showed you in the integration, and then you're going to choose the model. I love using GPT-4 cluster. It's way better, even if it's a little bit much expensive than 4 mini, but you should go with this. And then the first message is, because, okay, let's use Outbound first. So you come and say fast message mode, and you select either is it assistant speaking first, or you wait for the user to speak first so that the voice AI agent actually can respond, or you'll be able to create uh, different things within this thing. Now, for this option, you're going to choose assistant speak fast. And then the first message that the agent is actually going to say is, hello, is that, let's use Peter. Hello, is that Peter? Hi, Peter. My name is Gary Robinson. Just like you, I'm a business owner. This is just a curious question. Would you love to know, or interested to finding out how you could grow your business on autopilot? And now the user or the caller actually responds, and now we have all the instructions in here that given the we've given the agent, so it knows the role it's playing in this call, the purpose. It has its own personality, all the speech characteristics, it has them. And when it's having conversation with the user, all the rules are actually in here. And we have specifics. We have the conversation flow. So when someone now replies, it will say, or it will have to wait for the response. And if the person says yes, or yeah, maybe I'm interested, no, that is depending with this prompt, but it depends with what you're building, so that prompt will be totally different. And then you proceed with the conversation flow, and everything goes like that. And now, where there's something that's super important, it's where now the booking comes in, because a lot of people says that GoHighLevel does not connect with VAPI properly. And yes, it's true if you've not done it before, but it's just a matter of how you prompt it, because VAPI it's all about prompting. And if you prompt it correctly, I guarantee you 100% you'll be able to make it work. So this is where now the agents start qualifying someone with all the questions, and now it takes them in. Maybe now that you have seen how our AI agent actually work, blah blah blah, it's now time we can maybe book you for a session, or something all that sort. So you wait for the prospect to reply, and if the caller is actually interested in booking, do not, or maybe if they're not interested, do not push them, blah blah blah. And if the caller is actually interested, now take them to this one here. Oh my god, what did I do here? Okay, so yeah, that's better. So if the okay, yeah, wait for the prospect to reply. I think there was a duplicate somewhere here, because this one should not be actually here. We should remove this, or we should remove this little part here, because it's a duplicate. You can see it's book, and this book here. Alrighty. So if the caller is not interested in booking, do not push further. Polite acknowledge their sessions, blah blah blah. If someone is actually interested, this is where now you prompt everything. So you have to tell it check availability, contact, use GHL, contact, get, blah blah blah. So all this we'll talk about later. And now we will give it step by step. All these things you're seeing here, these are called tools that this AI agent is going to use in creating the appointment or booking in someone. And this is where we are going to use those tools, or where we are going to create them. Once you create the tools, you now have to know which tool does what, and you explain it directly to the AI agent. This tool does this, and for it to be able, you need this and this and this. So you check the contact, you check the availability of the time that the client has actually said, and then you confirm it, and then you book them. So a lot of people just leave it there and they say, okay, let's wait GoHighLevel to actually book the appointment in once you've already connected and all that. But one of the most important thing in here is this prompt. You need to have it for GoHighLevel to work in your outbound AI. You must have it. This little part here makes everything in VAPI and GoHighLevel to work. That's the biggest secret you need. That's it. Nothing else. This is the most important thing when you're booking appointment. This small part here, it's all you need. And then the last part is closing, and everything else comes down below there, and some little bit of knowledge base. So the other thing here is the files. And I told you about the files. This is where you're going to handle all your knowledge base. You're going to upload the knowledge and attach it to the agent, and then you're going to do voice configuration. You're going to use 11 Labs or VAPI's native voice AI library. So with 11 Labs, once you have connected and under the integration, you're going to use either ID manually. For example, when you come to 11 Labs somewhere like here, let it just load. I want to show you where you can actually be able to get the caller ID, the voice ID, so that you just paste it directly in VAPI, and you'll be able to get like instant usage of that voice. For example, if you cloned your own voice, so you're just going to click these three dots, and then you hit copy ID, voice ID. You come to VAPI, and then you add it here, add manually, and it will be there. So the other thing is transcriber. Just leave this along the way you're seeing it here. And then we have now the tools, the ones I'm talking about. We'll create them. I'll show you how to. And these are custom functions. It depends on the kind of AI agent you're going to build. Some you will use, some you will not use. This is a summary of the call. You can prompt it the way you want it, but I just leave it at default. And then this is a success evaluation, blah blah blah, and then that's it. And now there's structured data, there's privacy, all these details. Some of them you're not going to use. This is messaging. This is where you're going to use when you are doing inbound webhook in GoHighLevel. So much it can be much easier. So this is a widget if you want to embed this voice AI agent for people to test it on the website. So basically we've gone through everything that you're seeing here, because this is the voice. It takes you to the voice configuration, and then the tools take you to the tools, and that's it. So let me show you the tools here. So we have different tools. I'm going to show you, for GoHighLevel to work with VAPI, you need these tools. You need either to get the contact. If you have the contact ID, get the contact on GoHighLevel and ensure it exists, so that when you're creating the prompt, you know that we are creating, sorry, when you're creating the appointment, you know which contact you're creating appointment for. And if that contact calling you in does not exist in GoHighLevel, you need to create a contact. So once we receive the call, we check that number using GoHighLevel contact get. Does that number exist in our CRM, the GoHighLevel? If it's yes, okay, you can ask for an email from the client. If we have the email, do not ask. But if this caller is new, they do not have any records in GoHighLevel, create now. Using their first name, you'll have to ask them, and their email, so that you can be able to book the appointment if they need, right?
And then once you get the contact and you make sure it's there, now you have now to consider to ask them what time are they available. So you use GoHighLevel check availability. And it's actually very simple. You just name it, you give it a description of what it actually needs to do, and then you go to GoHighLevel and get this data. From GoHighLevel, you get the calendars. Once you click calendar settings, you'll be able to see all the list of your calendars there, and you'll see a small ID at the end of that calendar name, or left side. It's like a placeholder like this one here. It's just a small ID. You click there and then you copy, you paste it in here, you give it the time zone, and this must be very specific. It must be the same time zone that is in GoHighLevel, and that's it. So it's just the name, description, calendar setting. And now once you've checked the availability of the calendar, if the slot that the client actually is looking for is there, go to GHL create an event. So you tell this tool it's used for creating new appointments in GoHighLevel. Once the agent has confirmed the preferred date and time are available, this tool schedules the invite on the selected calendar and attaches to the client's contact record. And that's it. So now, using the prompt that I showed you, that is really important, you're now going to use these tools. You're going to connect them down here under tool section. You're going to click here and you'll see all the a drop down of all the tools you have, and then just tick the ones that you're going to use. And this prompt here that I showed you is what is going to determine if your GoHighLevel is going to book the appointment or not. This small part here, so you must have it. You must have it. Just look away at which you're going to create it, but it is a must. You have it. Okay. So another thing, this is basically the main thing you need to know about all these tools. Let me refresh my screen. It's a little bit off here. So it's not complicated. You can build actually this whole AI setup. This is just an example of outbound calling someone. So let's do a test. All right. I want you to listen to it, how it actually speaks. It's not normal, or the normal voice library we get on VAPI. This is a cloned voice. So I want you to listen to it. Let's talk to the assistant and see what actually, I want to book an appointment because I don't want to tamper with the calendar right now, but I'll just talk to it for a while and then see how it goes. So let's connect and see what it says. My network is really slow here.
Hello, is that? Hi, my name is Gary Robertson. Just like you, I'm a business owner. This is just a curious question. Would you be interested in finding out how you could grow your business on autopilot?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm saying, yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, I'm still there.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. Okay. My net,
Are you still there?
my internet is actually very bad. It's not loading back my voice. I had to refresh it back. Let's test it using the chat. Okay, let's say yes. Okay, let's use the chat section. My internet is really terrible today. So let's test it and say yes. So I'm trying to test it here. So there you go. You can see the issues actually with the internet, but I think we've covered quite a lot of things. So from here, you'll be able to have like a conversation. You can ask it any question. You can try to book an appointment from just Thursday, and you'll get that appointment in GoHighLevel. You see that this is the issue now. The page is not loading. I think, yeah, let me just cancel it from here. I'll upload the next video on inbound, specifically for now people who are calling that number. And yes, you can use one number to handle both inbound and outbound. And then next video, I'll show you how to do it on GoHighLevel inbound webhook. Absolutely. Alrighty. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. If you want me to handle for you these voice AI agents, you can use the link in the description. You can book a session call there with me, and we can go through your project or what exactly you're looking for in terms of AI.